Today I'm going to give away a free t-shirt and reveal the books I bought this week. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching a Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro!
One, two, three, four.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. This month is Military Appreciation Month. Now I'm going to touch base on that later on, but for right now, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Alright, last time I asked, which Superman character became the new editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet after Perry White stepped down to become mayor of Metropolis? Well, the correct answer is Lois Lane. And 8 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, their name's been entered in a drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this episode of the show is Harriet Jones from Homer, Louisiana. So congratulations, Harriet. You win some free Comic Hero tee. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode, and because we're in the month of May, and May is Military Appreciation Month, this is a question pertaining to a military comic book character, and this question has to do with War Machine. Alright, here it is. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, War Machine served in the U.S. Air Force. Which branch did he serve in the comics? Is it A, the Marines, B, Coast Guard, or C, Army? Alright, I'm going to give 2 hints, and they're very easy. Alright, the first hint, Gomer Pyle. You know, I shouldn't even give the second hint, but I'm going to do it anyway. The second hint, the few, the proud. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. Alright, there's not going to be an any question segment or a throwdown showdown segment on this episode, and that's because I have a lot of books. I mean, this is 2 weeks worth of books, plus some books that I bought online, plus some books that I got for Superman/Supergirl Day, and then Free Comic Book Day, which was this past weekend. Oh, by the way, I hope y'all got y'all's fill of comics, because I sure did. Alright, so with that being said, let's get to the comics I bought this week. Comic books I bought this week. Alright, here we go. First up is Absolute Flash number 14. Absolute Wonder Woman number 19. All New Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 2. The Amazing Spider-Man number 27. The Amazing Spider-Man Comics Giveaway Day. The Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Versary number 1. Spider-Versity, by the way. Not Spider-Versary, but Spider-Versity. Avengers Armageddon Comics Giveaway Day. And I'm really excited about this one. Batman, Wonder Woman, Truth. Captain America number 9. Captain America number 10. DC Next Level Free Comic Book Day. Detective Comics number 1108. Oh, excuse me. The Flash number 32. Flash Gordon Free Comic Book Day. Generation X-23 number 3. The Greatest American Hero Free Comic Book Day. Green Lantern number 34. The Infernal Hulk number 6. Justice League Unlimited number 18. Moonstar number 1. Planet She-Hulk number 6. Rogue number 4. The Sentry number 1. The Sentry number 2. Sorcerer Supreme number 5. I'm really excited about this one also. Spider-Man, Superman. Now this is different from the one shot that I featured a few weeks ago. That was called Superman, Spider-Man. This time, it's a little different stories. But Superman, Spider-Man, the one shot that I featured a few weeks ago, if you haven't bought it, go buy it. I recommend it to everyone. And I'm quite sure that I'll say the same thing about this one as well. Supergirl, The World number 1. Supergirl Day. Superman number 37. Thundercats Silverhawks. Thunderhawks number 1. The Ultimates number 23. The Uncanny X-Men number 27. Wade Wilson Deadpool number 3. Wolverine number 19. Wonder Man number 2. X-Men United number 2. And finally, and I'm excited about this one also, Zatanna number 1. All right, that's a whopping 36, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 14,573. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Here's a question for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, War Machine served in the U.S. Air Force. Which branch did he serve in the comics? Was it A, the Marines, B, Coast Guard, or C, Army? All right, here's the 2 hints again. The first hint, Gomer Pyle. And the second hint, the few, the proud. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Harriet Jones from Homer, Louisiana, who won a free tee on this episode. All right, now this month is Military Appreciation Month. It's when we honor and show some love to all the men and women that are serving our country in any of the 6 branches of our U.S. military. And if you're watching this and you happen to be one of those men and women, or you happen to be a family member of one of those men and women, I love y'all, and this episode is for y'all. Now, this is a Military Appreciation Month Comic Hero tee. And if you would like one, you can find them on comicheroshop.myshopify.com for $20, and I'll donate half of each purchase to the Wounded Warrior Project. All right, here's the road ahead for the show. On next week's episode 562, I'm raising awareness of brain tumors. Then on episode 563, I'm raising awareness of mental health. And then on episode 564, I'm celebrating Memorial Day. Now, Memorial Day is when we honor the men and women that have served in any branch of the U.S. military who are no longer with us. Whether it be killed in action, had gone missing in action, or were prisoners of war, or died later in life. It's also in honor of their families as well. All right, if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, thank you and welcome. And as soon as you're done, hit subscribe. And if you're watching this on the Louisiana Delta Content Careers Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. Oh, I just want to mention one more thing. Actually, 2 more things. First, if you celebrated a birthday last week and this week, look for your name at the very end of this episode. because I felt bad about not being able to do an episode last week. So the least I could do was show some love to everyone who celebrated birthday last week and this week. Oh, and the second announcement. I am proud and happy to say that for the 4th time, I am going to be a vendor at GeekCon. Now, GeekCon is in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's at the Shreveport Convention Center. It's August the 14th through the 16th. So if y'all live near far, y'all come. There's going to be some great guests. Time has already been spent, so I'm not going to go through some of the guest and vendors that are going to be there, but I can tell you that the ultimate comic book dad, or in my case, the ultimate comic book brother, John Stout, aka Kettlebriar Workshop, will be there. So again, y'all come. All right, I'm Victor Nully on the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 562. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero.